So I'm sitting here thinking like, with the Bill Cosby situation, like, why nobody with some sort of voice or power, approach that situation? Because that's that's like a spiritual takedown. It's like they spiritually destroyed Cosby out of nowhere. It seemed like a setup. And that's wrong for a people to watch, to sit around, to, to watch them spiritually destroy a person out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. A woman pops up, oh, he drugged me and raped me, and the world believes it. And it becomes an issue to the point where your people turn against you by hearsay, by what another person says about you, as opposed to going off of your character, of all the years that they knew you, of all the works that you put out, of the energy. See, to be a rapist, to rape somebody, is to have a sickness inside of you. You have to have this cold, callous feel. You have no feelings about a person. This person, Cosby, showed us that he has feelings. So to be able to identify somebody that is a compassionate person as a person void compassion is a sickness within us, to not see behind the bullshit. Anybody could be sent. Anybody could be sent to say you did this and did that. But it's up to the people to believe whether it's true or not. And what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You know? So what I don't understand about the Cosby situation is why all this time passed by before there was justice served. So this was something that just came out of nowhere and just attacked a prosperous, not just any man, a prosperous black man in America, that experienced, that lived through a lot of the turmoil that being Afro-American in America, he experienced all that, and to have that type of demise and the people turn against you like that, that's utter disrespect to your whole nation, to your whole people. It's not like it's Bill Cosby, whatever, man. He a rapist. This person has no history of doing fuck shit. For us to say, yeah, he did that, and just to leave that as that, no, there has to be some sort of justice on behalf of righteousness. If not, then what's the purpose of there being such thing as justice? That's not justice. A woman popping up out of nowhere saying you did this and you getting convicted and thrown in the jail with no sort of, what? Nah, man, I didn't do that. I could see if he says, you know what? Those was wild times. And the thing about that is the black people, black men, especially in those times, were the most desirable and still are the most desirable men on the face of this planet. I'm not saying that cockily. I'm not saying that because I'm black. I am not black. I'm divine. So black men are the most desired. Every female want a black man. You understand? Especially a successful black man, an entertainer. And these people don't, if all the stories you hear about these people raping, these people don't have to rape nobody. Now, the R. Kelly thing, people become perverse in their sexual orientation. So maybe he may have had a thing for, whatever it is that he does. Me, I really don't know him personally, so I can't say, R. Kelly, everybody develops this sexual, personal sexual gratification. What it is that turns you on might not turn her on. What it is that turns him on might not turn him on. So I don't know about that. But as far as you being a rapist, and the same thing with Michael Jackson, with him being a child molester, listen, Mike is a Virgo. Virgos, we are ruled by feminine energy, because these signs, this is the only female astrology that you can see that yourself. But we are ruled by a feminine energy, and that feminine is care. You are a very caring person. This is the reason why you love children. You don't lust children. You love and want to nurture, because you have a feminine quality in you to care. And that's the thing about you, a beta male and alpha male. This is just energies. This is no, you're a beta male and you're an alpha male. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But as far as these particular people that we know, that gives us these energies and these spirits that they convey to us in their performances and their books, these are them. This is them. And any dark cloud could come along and just rain on somebody, but that's not who they are. That's just the storm that come along and just dampen them. But Bill Cosby's no druggist and no rapist. He's none of that, man. So I'm putting this out to allow people to know that they have the opportunity to allow situations to be the way they are, or to change situations. You have the ability and the power to change them. And if you are not comfortable with accepting the situation, you have the power within you to change it. Like, I went to prison one time, and when I got to the prison, I came there with, a lot of books, over 30 something books, maybe, probably more than that. But the prison only allowed you to have 12 books. Now, that's their policy. That policy been in play for, I guess, however long. I don't know how they went about it, but when it came to me, they tried to get me to select 12 books and send the rest of them home or destroy them. So as opposed to me saying, okay, I want this book, and that book, and that book, and this book, and that book, and that book, I said, oh, you can't restrict my learning ability. These books I need for educational purposes. This is a correctional facility. I might need all of these books to correct what is wrong with me. So you were trying to tell me to send my books home? Hey, this is policy. We have to do this. This is written right here. You can see right here. You're only allowed 12 books and this, that, and the third. Whoa. All right. I went. I wrote Trenton, wrote hire people, got the response that I want. They didn't call me to destroy my books. They called me to retrieve my books, all of my books. So we have the power within us to change anything that's wrong. That is a wrong situation. The situation with Bill Cosby is wrong. We need a further investigation on that situation. We need real forensics. We need lie detectors. And then we need the whole thing of, son, this is the statutory limitation. Son, this might have been a time in your life where you wanted to go out and party, and you was amongst party people. This is what happens when you're amongst entertainers. You get drunk and you get high, you have sex with them. And you wake up the next day and they don't give a fuck about you. Excuse my language. They don't care about you the next day because you're just somebody that was a tag along in their lifestyle, which is getting high, getting drunk, and having sex. These are entertainers. These aren't the people in a church. These aren't missionaries. These are entertainers. So let's do some justice and right these wrongs. Anybody that's been locked up falsely, or their sentence is too wrong, let's at this time unify and right those wrongs. And there's nothing to it because it can be done. And once I'm in it, I'm not stopping until whatever it is done. So yeah, Cosby, man, you coming home, man. All that, you refuse to, get into this program. If you're not a sexual offender, bro, don't ever sign up for that, man. If you're not a sexual offender, do not allow yourself to be put on that list. And that's all I got to say about that. And peace.